Today's financial news you can use, brought to you by University Credit Union.
Welcome back to Talk 365. What are we going to talk about?
Well, we have a very special financial news you can use, brought to us by University Credit Union and you.
And me.
What are you going to tell me today, financially speaking?
This is important stuff. Not a lot of people do this, but
Okay.
here's the deal. There are many...
I know, just get over
I
it.
shouldn't have this chair.
Because you can't hold still. Hold still, go.
Okay, no, I'm just so excited about the news. A lot of people, when they get their paychecks, they get it by, like, say, direct deposit. So the money just goes into their bank account. They never actually see that check, and they never see the dollars, and it goes in. And then everything is electronically transferred out.
All your bills.
All the bills.
Automatic
At least
pay.
that's one of the ways that you should do it. But you don't really interact with your money very much. You don't really monitor it as well
I would
as you
say
used
that's
to.
pretty true.
Yeah, when you used to have to take your check
Yep.
and go and deposit it and all that stuff.
Yep.
And then write the check yourself, for all those
Balance
bills.
your checkbook.
Not a lot of people watch the balance very much anymore. They don't pay attention. But here's something that you should do.
Okay.
A lot of religious folks, for instance, will pay their tithing first.
10%.
10%, what tithing is, they pay the
Yes.
church first, fine and dandy. They also put aside maybe some money for charity or something like that, or they pay their mortgage first, whatever it is. But here's something a lot of the financial folks say that you should do, is to pay yourself first.
Okay, what does that mean?
Now, you want to put God first, go right ahead, but then pay yourself.
Okay.
And what that means is you need to put a tithe aside for yourself as well.
Okay.
Now, if you get paid twice a month, take 5%
Okay.
and put it into a completely separate account at, say, somewhere like
University Credit Union.
University Credit Union, and
In a savings account.
in a savings account.
That's separate from your checking account that you don't have access to. They're not
Exactly.
connected.
Maybe at a completely different bank.
Okay.
See, if you're not with U of U, then you can do this.
Yeah.
And take advantage of all their benefits, etc. But
Do
what
that.
you do, most places that do direct deposit will allow you to do multiple direct deposits.
Okay.
You can tell them, take 5% and put it in this bank, and 15% and put it there. Take this percent and put it into a college fund or whatever it is.
I like
Tell
that.
them to take 5% or a dollar figure, depending on how they do it, and to put it in an account that is at a completely different bank, and just let it sit there. In a month, you'll have 10% of your dollars set aside that, again, you kind of didn't pay too much attention to. 5% is not a huge bite.
It's probably like a couple nights out that you didn't do.
It's like buying tickets to see The Boss and you shouldn't have.
Exactly.
Right.
Which, if you watch Friday's show, wah wah.
Wah, wah.
Shouldn't have gone.
So anyway, what happens is over the course of time, you're probably not missing that 5%, hopefully.
Yeah, it
comes
doesn't
out
hurt.
Not too much. It comes out as 10% for the month, and it's way over there every month, and it's just sitting there. It's yet another account you kind of don't interact with.
Okay.
Because it's just happening automatically.
Okay.
But that money's building up there. Of course, the savings is building up there. And this is an account, again, that is not connected to any bills.
So that you can't pull from it.
Don't pull from it. Don't have electronic funds transfer to it or from it, anything like that. And don't use it as what they call an electronic backup to your checking.
Oh, for when you go overdraft.
If you go overdraft a little bit, some of them have overdraft protection.
University Credit Union, my account
That's
has
true.
that. Thank you.
It's true.
Sometimes it happens.
you can put a card on it. Sometimes you can have 2 or 3 backups just in case.
Yep.
Don't connect this thing to anything. All it is money goes in.
And you
can't
leave it alone.
You can't even really take it out unless you go to the bank
Wow.
and say, take this thing out of there.
Okay.
It
And then what do you
really
get to
helps
do
you
with it?
save.
It's for the rainy day fund. It's
It
for
is a
if
rainy
you,
day fund.
have your furnace go out. Which happened to my mom this year.
It is
in the
that kind of
middle
thing.
of winter, right before Christmas, because it's always the worst timing. Always.
Or say a clutch goes when you loan your car to
never
a friend.
live it down.
And you need $1,500 to fix a clutch.
Please call me.
By the
Call
way,
me.
if you're a mechanic who would like some advertising on
That's going to be
KJazz,
my GoFundMe account. Go fund Holly to make Rich stop talking about the darn clutch. Please.
tell you what,
Yes.
if you start that and you get funds, then it goes to fix the clutch, and I have nothing to talk about.
Thank you. I'm going to do that.
Don't we do that?
How about we just have it, call me. I'll put an email up and do that.
I'm gonna fix that right live on the thing.
Wow. What happened?
It just flipped in.
I hate it when that happens. Okay. Can you still
What?
hear me? Can you hear me now?
Good.
Can you
Can you hear me now?
Good.
Good.
Okay, so we're back. Back to, yes, please email me if you are a person who can fix transmissions or rusted, 20-year-old rusted cables that just happened to go out on day 3 of me driving this darn car. Thank you, by the way. That was really nice of you to let me borrow your car.
No problem. But anyway,
Worst
so you
luck.
put this stuff aside, and it is this rainy day fund, etc. But it's also just a great way of saving, and you can still have all of your electronic funds transferred to, for your bills and all that stuff. Nothing comes out of that.
That is a really good...
It's also a great example for like your kids, because far too many people don't really teach their kids about savings and loans and things like that.
Living paycheck to paycheck is not wise.
It's not something you want to do.
Nope.
No, and certainly don't want to pass it down.
Nope.
But there are also funds, not just a savings account, which sometimes are really low on interest rates, where you can put it in there and it's a money market fund.
So you have, like, you're building your money faster.
You're building money faster, the interest rates are higher, and you have extra benefits and things, and they have kind of, I'll call it a benefit, but it isn't really, you can't take it out. It has to sit there for a certain
Or you get
amount of time,
penalized.
or you get
Yeah,
penalized.
that's a good thing if you're a person who is tempted.
It's a
Because
good
then
thing.
you're forced to, and then you could, like, reward yourself with a trip to Paris. Or a new clutch for Rich, which is obviously where mine's going.
But after you save for it, you don't put it
Exactly.
on a credit card. But
Yes.
there is a credit option with this kind of thing. You can also put that money into account, and that account backs up a credit card of sorts.
Oh, okay.
But
So
the
you're building your credit.
So, well, the credit card is only, the limit is only as high as what is in the account. So you can't charge crazy amounts on this. You can only charge what you've saved.
Again, really good for
and-
kids.
Yeah, and you're building your credit at the same time.
That's awesome.
But it's a secure credit card, as they call it, because it's backed up with cash. Because in the end, if you got to pay it,
It's
the
going to
cash
just
is
say
there.
decline.
It's right there.
If you're out.
No, I'm saying that if
Yeah.
you end up having to pay that bill, it's backed up
Yeah.
with, say, you got $300.
Or
in
if
there
you
now.
want to do something and you don't have the money, you don't have the money.
Yeah, you either don't have the money,
Or you do.
or the money is there to pay it because it is backed up with a deposit that you put in there.
I love it.
Yeah, it's all the stuff that you can do. But the best part about it is it's automatic. Once you tell your employer to do this, take it out.
And then it's like you don't really even know it
don't have to
happened, and
think
you're going
about
to be
it.
so happy at the end of the day because if you have no clutches go out, no furnaces go out, then you can like go to Disneyland at the end of the year and reward yourself.
I
Or
guess
wherever
could.
you want to go.
Yeah, wherever you want to go.
Yeah,
Or,
somewhere fun.
like if you have a friend that has a GoFundMe for a camera, you could donate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's pretty much what I've got today. A little bit of forced funding, forced savings, but
I like it.
It's a really good idea.
It is
and
a really
you can
good
do
idea.
various things with it.
Thank you. I love it. And you know what? We are going to have more of these financial news you can use every week. And we are going to answer your questions. Well, not we. The experts at University Credit Union will be answering your questions. So please do email us your questions, your financial questions. We will have the experts at University Credit Union answering you directly, giving you advice as well as tips on a weekly basis coming within the next couple weeks. And in the meantime, thank you, Mr. Bonaducci. That was fantastic.
Very welcome.
All right, don't go anywhere. We will be right back right after this.
Today's financial news you can use brought to you by University Credit Union.
Hi, I'm Becky Schwendeman, Vice President of Operations for the University Federal Credit Union. So the question that's been asked is there a limit on gas purchases? Any purchase that you make on gas in the United States is eligible for 4 times rewards. That means any gas purchase throughout the United States, you get 4 points for every dollar spent. No limit. Come in today and apply for your visa.
University Credit Union. Local to Utah, loyal to you.